You're watching Fact Fanatics, hosted by Michael Spillane.
Riddle me this.
You want answers!
I want the truth!
That is correct.
All right, welcome to Fan Fanatics. I'm your host, Michael Spillane. Fun game planned for you tonight as a simple question and answer game. We're going to start it off. Our first contestant, Dan Feldman, a writer and producer for Mile High Sports here in Denver. He's an avid sports fan. The last time he cried was when the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Denver Broncos in the '96 playoffs. He enjoys playing poker, drinking vodka, and making Manti Te'o girlfriend jokes to celebrity crush Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Here's Dan. Dan, how are you doing tonight?
Doing very well, Mike.
All right, our next contestant, Ed Dale. He's married to his high school sweetheart and has a 9-year-old daughter. He's also an avid sports fan, will watch any sport except women's basketball. He spends his free time playing golf, tennis, and hockey, and watching reruns of One Tree Hill from Milliken, Colorado. He is Ed Dale. Ed, how are you doing tonight?
I am well, thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, we are going to get things going right now as your categories, as it looks tonight. We have Colorado College mascots, athlete nicknames, TV shows, movies, music, and history. Dan, you are going to start us off tonight.
All right, I'll go athlete nicknames for 100, please.
Athlete nicknames for 100. Name the nickname of Karl Malone. Ed.
The mailman.
Mailman is correct for $100. Ed, you are now in control of the board.
Same category, 2, please.
Same category for 2 athlete nicknames. What is the nickname of Dominique Wilkins? Ed.
The human highlight reel.
That is good. Human highlight film reel.
It's quick.
Ed, you are still in control.
Let's stay with 3, please.
All right, athlete nicknames for $300. Name Frank Thomas's nickname. Dan.
The Big Hurt.
The Big Hurt is correct for $300. Dan, back to you.
Go 400.
400 athlete nicknames. Gale Sayers.
Ooh.
10 seconds.
Walter Payton popped in my head, but not the same player.
His nickname is the Kansas Comet. Ed, you are still in control of the board.
Actually, I believe it's Mr. Fellman.
Dan, Mr. Feldman, you are in control of the board.
Let's close out the category.
All right. Name the nickname for Bobby Hull.
Ooh, you should know this one.
Yeah.
The correct answer is the Golden Jet. Dan, you still run things.
All right, let's go Colorado College mascots for 100, please.
All right, Colorado College mascots for 100. What is the mascot of Colorado University, Ed?
The Buffaloes.
Buffaloes is correct. Ed, you are now in control.
Mascots for 2, please.
Mascots for 2. Colorado State University, Dan.
The Rams.
Rams is correct. Dan, you are now in control.
Let's go history for 100.
History for 100. This ball has dropped nearly every December the 31st in New York City since 1907 in observance of wartime blackouts. What is the name of this ball?
The New Year's Eve ball.
That is not correct.
Yeah.
Dan, do you have a guess?
I don't know the name of the actual ball. I just thought it was a ball.
The correct answer is the Times Square's ball. Dan, you are still in control.
All right, let's go movies for 100.
Movies for 100. This movie trilogy starred a young Macaulay Culkin in the 1990s, Ed.
Home Alone.
Home Alone is correct. Ed, you are now in control of the board.
TV for 1, please.
TV for 100. In the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who was their human guy friend, Ed?
Robin.
That is incorrect. Dan, do you have a guess?
The guy. I know the girl. No.
The correct answer is Casey Jones.
Oh, Casey
Ed,
Jones. I
you
did
are
know
still in
that.
control.
Let's go mascots for 3.
Mascots for 3. Name the mascot of the Air Force Academy. Ed.
Falcon.
That is correct. Ed, you are now in control.
4, please.
4. Name the mascot of the University of Northern Colorado, Dan.
The Bears.
The Bears is correct. Dan, now back to you.
Let's close the category.
All right, last question for Colorado College mascots. Metro State. Ed.
Roadrunners.
Roadrunners is correct, and that completes Colorado College mascots. Ed, please pick another category.
Let's go back to TV for 2, please.
TV for 2. In The Simpsons, Lisa plays what instrument, Ed?
The saxophone.
Saxophone is correct. Ed, please pick another one.
TV for 3.
TV for 3. What is the Kobayashi Maru? $10 seconds.
Kobayashi.
The answer is an unbeatable test in the TV show Star Trek. Ed, you are still running the board.
Must have been John's question.
Let's go TV for 4.
TV shows for 400. And Firefly, who is the pilot of
Nope.
the spaceship Serenity?
Never seen Firefly.
No guesses. The correct answer is Wash.
Of course.
Ed, please pick another category.
Let's just get it out of the way for 5.
All right, TV shows for 5. Can you name all the characters in the TV show Friends? Ed.
Ross, Chandler, Joey, Rachel, Phoebe. Rachel.
I already said
Oh,
Rachel.
did I
You
say
said
Rachel?
Rachel, yep.
Rachel, Phoebe, Monica.
All right, Dan.
Monica, Rachel, Phoebe,
That's
Ross,
kinda pointless.
Joey, Chandler.
Just
All
said
right.
them all.
Neither of you get points because you said Rachel twice. So that'll
Oh,
close out
okay.
TV shows category. Ed, you are still in control of the board.
Movies for 2.
Movies for $200. This Adam Sandler movie, he accidentally adopts a child. Dan.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy is correct. Dan, you are now in control.
Movies for 3.
Movies for 300. In the movie Avengers, Scarlett Johansson plays this female hero.
I didn't see.
10 seconds. The correct answer is Black Widow. Please pick another category.
Movies 4.
Movies for 4. Matt Damon plays an ex-CIA agent who suffers from amnesia in this movie. Ed.
Born Ultimatum.
That is incorrect. Dan, do you have a guess?
The Bourne Identity.
Born Identity is correct. Dan,
Think of it.
Let's close out movies.
close out movies for 500. Name the actress who plays Robert Downey Jr.'s secretary in the hit film Iron Man. Dan.
The actress is. Oh, I know this. See her face. I'm blanking.
10 seconds.
I'm blanking.
Ed, do you have a guess?
Rebecca Romaine.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Gwyneth,
Gwyneth
Paltrow.
Paltrow.
All right, Dan, you are still in control.
Let's go history 2.
History for 2. On April 15th, 1912, this tragedy resulted in the death of 1,517 people, Ed.
The sinking of the Titanic.
That is correct. Ed, you are now in control.
History for 3.
History for $300. Who had a famous horse ride that changed the tide of the American Revolution on the night of April 18th, 1775, Dan?
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere is correct. Dan, back to you for running the board.
Music 1.
Music for 1. Who has been given the nickname King of Pop? Ed.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson is correct. Shifts back to Ed. You are now in control.
Let's go back to history for 4.
History for $400. What is the nickname for the USS Constitution, a wooden hulled 3-masted heavy frigate of the United States Navy? Ed.
Old Ironside.
Old Ironside is correct. Ed, you are still in control.
I'm not just pretty, I know some stuff. History for 5, please.
All right, this will finish out history. Whose historical profile appears on a nickel? Ed.
Jefferson.
That is correct.
Oh, it is.
Thomas Jefferson. That will give it to you. All right, Ed, there's only one more category left.
2, please.
2. Music for 2. I'll Be There For You is the song on which television sitcom? Dan?
Friends.
Friends is correct. Dan, which?
3.
3. Music for 3. Who are the 2 artists who sang Drop It Like It's Hot? Ed.
Rob Bass and Jeezy Feezy.
That is incorrect. Dan, do you have any kind of guess? 10 seconds.
No.
All right, the correct answer is Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. All right, we got one more question to round out round 1.
500.
500. Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, Jimmy Page, and John Boham were the band members of which famous hard rock band? Ed.
It's John Bonham and it's Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin is correct, and thank you for the correction there.
Killing me.
That is the end of round 1. Ed,
Yes, sir.
what are you going to do with the money if you win?
I'm still don't have the 9th season of One Tree Hill, so I'll probably go ahead and purchase that.
All right, Dan, do you have any plans for your money?
I got to make a comeback before we talk about the money.
All righty. And speaking of money,